So I'm currently finishing up a sample pack. It's called Animus, and this is going to be up on my website, which you can check out, blueinfinity.store. So I'm going to cook up another sample. This is the second one of today, and I'm really excited to see where it goes, what it sounds like, and yeah, enjoy. So in the last sample I recorded, I got a really cool texture from playing in a synth and then just time stretching it a bunch and speeding it up. So I'm going to try and recreate that just so I can start with a cool texture. And I'm going to do this by just like recording about a minute of playing and then just chopping it up and seeing which parts I like. So I'm just going to do 83 beats per minute. I kind of like to just randomly pick a tempo and just stick with it from the get-go. So I'm just going to start with adding a bunch of delay on it. So some tape delay, stereo delay, and yeah, I'm just going to let it run and see what happens. So before I bounce that out, I'm actually going to clean up some of these notes because I like the way they sounded already. So I had quite a bit of latency just because I'm screen recording, so that's also why just everything is so off the grid. Now I could just quantize all these and use the humanize tool just to kind of get them a bit off grid, but I find it still just isn't quite as human sounding as it would be if I just did it manually. So you know, sometimes just putting in that extra effort and just time to just go for those details and fine-tune things really pays off. So I'm just going to bounce this out, just chop up the parts that I liked. So I tend to create a lot of tracks, as you can see, out of the one, just so I can use different effects and experiment on different tracks, and then if I don't like it I can just delete it and still have the original, rather than doing a bunch to the original source file and then if I want to undo all that, it's kind of hard to do. I could spam undo, but I wouldn't really rely on that. So yeah, I'm gonna just duplicate this and then see what I can get out of this. Even though it sounds really cool already, I just think I can do some extra processing and just make it sound a bit more interesting. So reverse, let's time stretch it, maybe here. Maybe up to there. What if we did this and then had some delay? I think I'm going to duplicate the original melody and put it on some multi-keys in Analog Lab and just see what I can get underneath. Maybe try reverse this. And quarters. So I've been loving this percussive kit or drum kit from London Rain. So I honestly don't know if I'm going to even end up keeping this. maybe like a low piano. I'm going to use this contact bank Neufeld, which I normally use this for my pianos. So let's just play around and see what we find. Ooh, that's nice. It's been a long time since I've used those low piano notes. Oh, I thought they were dead in samples. Just for some variation, I'll reverse the second one. Oh, I always have a hard time finding the key to these pedal textures. Okay, C. I'm just going to assume the other one's in C as well. Okay, it needs to be way louder. Up an octave. It's a cool texture. Oh, I love this. I am so hyped to finish this sample. It's sounding so sick already. All these textures, man. Oh, and just a quick thing. I usually try organize my track stack, if you will, from like lowest to highest frequency. So usually the bass, the low piano notes are at the bottom, and then I'll have the percussive elements, if I have any, just above, and then the melodic elements. So if I am creating a sample which has a lot of layers, which I'm trying to tone back on these days, then at least I kind of know whereabouts things are, because if I have a high violin, that'll be in one of the top tracks. The bass is always going to be at the bottom. So yeah, it's just a little tip for staying organized when you're making your samples. And what if I pitch this down like 3 or something? all right, let's finish the sample because this is crazy right now. So as you can see, I have these gaps here, but because of the halftime, it's just carrying over. So what I'm going to do is bounce this out into a new track so that it's not going to have the halftime on the original file. And then when I chop it, it will stop the audio. So that's just something to keep in mind when you're using halftime, is that it's going to always carry over, even if you try end up chopping it. So yeah, let's see here. Yeah, so I think like there, for example, let's see. Yeah. Alright, I think we need some new layers here now, so... Okay, I don't know if I'm going to keep this layer, but it kind of has a little bit of rhythm, so let's see. Let's see. Phantom has always got some dope sounds. We're in C, so yeah, down 3. First this. Some halftime. Ooh. So I want less of the halftime texture, so I'm gonna do a bit less halftime texture on this, like just turn around at the end where it's reversed. So you know what? I love this flute texture. That's just like this percussive element now. Sounded so different before. So yeah, I think that's the sample, and this came out super textured and dark, and I just love making samples like this. Tell me who you could hear, and also if you want to see longer videos or if you prefer shorter videos, because I really want to make better and better videos, and that just also depends on what you guys want to see. So please let me know. Just comment down below what you want to see, and if you want to purchase any samples like this from me, you can go to blueinfinity.store, and until then you can check out my Instagram, shoot me any messages you want there. It's just blueinfinity and 2 underscores at the end. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.